How did you guys meet?
Not talking about this.
No?
No.
It's a topic neither one of them is comfortable commenting on.
Bill Belichick is in the news. Legendary coach can't apparently coach
the new
girl, and it's very unfortunate, and it's very ironic too, because Bill Belichick usually coaches 24-year-olds to greatness, and unfortunately, this one's a little bit different. So Bill Belichick is in the news because this young girl is pretty much trying to take over the show.
When Jordan and Bill first went public, people were concerned about Jordan because she was so much younger than him and thought Bill was being creepy. And now the media has shifted their concerns to Bill, thinking that this might be some sort of elder abuse and she might be taking advantage of Bill Belichick.
He did an interview, I guess, with CBS Sunday morning about coaching and his
talking about his book,
going
his memoir
on at
book.
UNC. Then they asked him questions like, "Hey, where'd you meet this young girl at? This YG?" And that's when his girl decided to step up and say, "I don't think that's appropriate questions." And then they decided to end the interview because she was a little bit too over controlling, trying to run shit. And people have been concerned. I've been watching video all week on people talking about Bill Belichick. He's lost his pimp. Everybody's basically been saying that. Charles Barkley said they worried about Bill Belichick. His pimp hand is no longer strong.
It's arthritic.
It's very arthritic.
What is Bill Belichick doing?
I'm not sure what's going on. I think he got to be very careful right now. This is starting to be on a very slippery slope.
I mean,
I don't know now. They had a picture. I mean, cut you off. They had a picture of him now about a month ago.
How old is Bill?
He like 74.
Yeah, that pimp hand arthritic.
She was up. I mean, he had her up in the air on the beach and said the legs up, and she was up. He got some strength now for a 74-year-old.
Can we be honest? Let's be honest. She is taking on all the fringe benefits that he's giving her, and she's just waiting for him to. That's pretty much it.
But see,
let's
listen,
just call a spade a spade.
It's always been like that. You know what I'm saying? You go all the way back to, or at least the last 400 Civil War.
You go back to the beginning of time.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But I'm just like society, especially white society or different societies. If you have an older man who doesn't have either children or a wife that's around, they tend to go younger because them younger ones can take care of them. So in the process of them taking care of them, they give them money.
Well, doesn't Bill Belichick have children?
Yes,
I believe so.
He has money, so he's taking care for the rest of his life.
She is waiting
for him
to.
Well, I'm sure he's not obliging it either. Shit.
No, he knows.
I'm sure he got something. He got something set up.
It is a working partnership.
Yes.
It is a working partnership. They understand everything that's going on here.
Listen, I just said it's like either you gonna play for free with the YNs or you gonna sit here and play with somebody who got the bread.
That's just like
it's
with
one or
Hugh.
the other, unless you get lucky and find somebody that's your age that's doing that.
That's like Hugh. Hugh was doing the same thing. It was a partnership. Everybody understood the partnership that they were in.
I get you.
So
this is why I say I don't see why the hypocrisy that
because we're black.
Thank you. Shannon Sharpe getting the hypocrisy when we got black white men who does this on a regular basis and black women who does this on a regular basis.
Well, it's starting to look really bad for Bill Belichick just because everybody is very concerned about this. And his girlfriend, Jordan Hudson, they're finding out she's got a little bit of a history going on.
Yeah, y'all her money. She's making a run.
Well, people are talking, people like Colin Cowherd, who made a comment on the relationship that's kind of bringing attention to her.
So, okay, the Bill Belichick, Jordan Hudson story has taken an interesting turn. So I had two strong opinions on this story. I now have three. My first opinion was bit cringy. He's 70 plus, she's 24. Then I watched the CBS interview, which she stepped in front of and like a professional said, "You're not talking about our private relationship." My second opinion was it's still age-wise a little creepy, but In college football, old Bill needs this. He just happens to be dating it too, but he needs this. Then another story came out, and skeletons are starting to be unearthed. And reporters are starting to report. There was a story in the New York Post yesterday that Jordan Hudson has amassed $8 million in real estate, multiple homes, starting at the time she started dating Bill. Who am I to pry? Another part of this story is looking back at her family, who had a fishing business that went bankrupt. Her mother moved to Cape Cod, and now, I'll only say this once, manages a sex toy shop and museum. Didn't know they existed. The museum part doesn't sound like the Smithsonian, but who am I to be snarky? The family's a little different. It does appear now I'll have a third opinion, which is they are both benefiting in multiple ways from each other. Whatevs. It's gone from cringy to crucial to crypto. I don't know what the hell I'm going to get tomorrow. That's why I don't invest in it. And here's the thing. She is providing a service. Take your mind out of the gutter. She is providing a service as his social media director, and she'd like to be compensated for it. That's, I think, where we are.
The Facebook.
Yeah, so that was Colin Coward speaking on Bill Belichick's relationship. So she got $8 million worth of property over multiple houses.
Do you hear white folks calling him out? Do you hear them even trying to admonish him? What they saying? Oh, I'm concerned. That's the first thing they say. I'm concerned. But somebody that's 25 years younger than him, you feel what I'm saying? Matter of fact, it ain't 22 years younger than him. Oh, he should know better. I mean, you can see the hypocrisy that's across the board. I'm concerned. A darker skinned man, oh, you should know better. Like, what we doing here? What we doing here?
I mean, but
what we doing here?
Come on now.
White people
say
and black
it the right
people
way.
play with the same rules?
This is a man's world.
Say what?
But it's a white man's world.
Do white people and black people play with the same rules?
Never have.
So what?
But
why are you
but
sitting here
this is
confused
where.
by this?
So this is where. So now I'm asking my people. So where does it make sense to sit here? You see the other side doesn't play by the same rules that you do, but you're still gonna walk down that line. Make it make sense. If you're gonna hold this side, your own side, accountable, it should be just as well as equal as well, if not twice as more furious on the other side. But it's not. Everybody's quiet. They're showing concern. Even down to the black people.
White.
No, I'm talking about you got black people speaking up for him. I'm concerned about him.
Yeah, because it's Bill Belichick.
Man,
Bill Belichick.
They just care about their parlays.
Bill Belichick's whole theme was control. He had control.
I get you on all that.
And on top
who
of that,
said-
I'm gonna say this: we were debating with Shannon Sharpe the girl was 19.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move this age up. This one is what, 24?
24.
So
That's 50-something years.
Nevertheless,
50.
she is well, good and grown.
My God!
As we look at it,
are we doing this? 50 years, 23. Are we pushing the scale?
50,
Are we pushing the scale here?
Bill Belichick was 49-year age gap.
Are we pushing the scale here?
And that's cool.
It
but
should,
like I said,
this is what I'm talking about. You must keep the same energy. There's no way in
I
hell.
can't worry about what white people do.
Okay,
that's
but these
not
are the same people. These are the same people that black people would defend as well. You just had Charles Barkley clip. You just said Charles Barkley he's concerned. Did I hear Charles Barkley say he was concerned for Shannon Sharpe? No, because he's supposed.
Barkley spoke on Shannon Sharpe.
No,
to be fair, I haven't heard him say that.
Again, so this is what I'm saying. You ain't speaking on Shannon Sharpe, but you're gonna speak on Bill Belichick, and you saying he's concerned.
I mean, first of all, I don't know. Is Charles single? Charles not married.
Charles is married. He's been married.
Charles been married to that white woman forever.
That white woman forever.
Yeah. So but look. We all know it's a partnership. We know what this partnership
is. And it's like it's a partnership.
Just like with
Shannon Sharpe, it was a partnership.
Yeah, we knew that was a partnership as well. But
there's just no race play with Bill Belichick.
Exactly. And on top of that, is no race play. And on top of that, the one chick playing her role to where she's getting with the one.
She's not playing a role right now.
Well, now she's not, but beforehand, I didn't mean to cut you off. Before she had that outburst on the shit, she was playing her role.
But we're talking about an 18, 19-year-old girl compared to a 24, 25-year-old
remember,
girl.
she was 21 when they met.
Again, we're sitting here
Was she
talking about
21 or
three.
was she
We're
19?
talking about
No,
three.
she was 21.
We're talking about who's 21? Who we talking about?
Bill Belichick's girlfriend. when he
Okay,
met
so
her.
what I'm saying is, y'all sitting here saying because about 3 years.
Nah, I ain't saying.
Okay, well that's what it sounds like because it's three. That's what
saying
it sounds like.
You're in your early 20s. You're not a teenager. It's kind of a difference.
But
No, it's
here's
not.
the one
They
thing I
both
will
are.
say.
They're both legitimate.
Here's the one
grown.
thing I will say. Bill Belichick made his young girl work for him. Shannon didn't.
Of course. So the thing about it is, what I'm saying is,
Bill got
it's
her
the same.
as a girl. That's his girl. That chick with Shannon was
Somebody he was, but he was taking
but he
care
was-
of.
hey, yeah,
he was
he was-
taking care of her.
Yeah, he was taking care
He
of
was
her.
taking
He was
care
having
of it.
conversations
Right,
with
that's
her, going out
relation.
in public
And
with her.
in the rule of law, that's a relationship.
Shit.
nevertheless, like I'm saying, Bill set his girl up. Bill
Shannon
$8
did
million.
too. His girl got stupid and tried to get greedy because he got that $100 million. That's the difference. Shannon was taking care of her. He was dropping bread on her to sit down.
Yeah, that
But
is true.
you said Bill got the family in on it, right? He got the mom.
The family. Like, look, you got
The
a
family
money
know
train.
better.
They playing
That's
their
what I'm
role.
saying.
Yeah.
So the family.
Everybody's playing their role.
Everybody.
This Shannon ain't playing her role. That's it. That's the
all
difference.
it is.
Both of them doing the same shit.
Except the Shannon's girl didn't have to do anything.
Right. That's it.
Like I said,
It's the same thing. I just want.
And that was too much to do.
What?
You see what I'm saying? That was too much.
Exactly. Too much to do. She got greedy.
And that lets you know the mind of women these days.
Yeah.
Right. So you got some that play their position where they know, like, I'm on a cash cow. I'm gonna play my position. That's why she got the assets that she got. Bill Belichick girl. She got the other chick. She was getting hers, but she got greedy because she saw that he talked. Shannon was pillow talking. Yeah, I'm about to get this $100 million contract. And she's like, she saw dollar signs.
Yeah.
And got done with it.
Something
but they both doing the
happened.
same shit.
Yeah, because Shannon was.
Shannon was
doing
pillow
too much.
talking.
Shannon was doing too much.
He was pillow talking. He probably had too many blue pills in his ass, and she got his ass. She got his ass. He was talking. He done blurted out how much money he was coming across.
So that's Shannon's fault.
Yeah, to a degree,
yeah,
she knew
to a
too
degree.
much.
Yeah, she do too much.
Yeah, Shannon was putting too much out there. First of all, my thing is, why are you even having conversations with a 19-year-old? That's way too young to just talk about anything.
I mean, you are smashing her shit.
I mean, again,
And then
19,
you're
19,
saying
21.
spending this type of time with her and stuff like that. I mean,
19, 21. I mean,
I can't talk to a 19-year-old about anything.
You right. I mean, again,
I didn't. My relative, whatever. It don't matter.
But what I'm saying is, we got one that's 20-something years apart, and another one's 49 years apart.
Yeah.
And look at how the disparity in the of the reaction to that. That's what I'm just saying. We could just leave it right there. We ain't even gotta say no race. We ain't even gotta say about who got more money. Just leave it at just looking at it. They both are similar. They both either coach or played in NFL. All right, sports. They both are retired. You feel what I'm saying? One is dated somebody 20-something years apart. The other one's 49 years apart.
It's black. Regardless of what you.
I just said take the race out of it. It's still,
No, you can't. You can't. No, bro.
You can.
The main thing nobody's still even saying is, these are all these little white women doing this.
Right.
Most of these are white women out here trying to, I don't want to say milk the cow, but
come up.
Come up. You saying take the race out like we can't take race
I mean,
out.
of course,
no, it's impossible.
Of course we can't take it out, but if you did take it out, just based off the age gap difference between the two should be enough. But it's not. That's all I'm just saying. Everybody's saying, oh, I'm concerned for Bill. What? This man knew what he was doing. Everybody played their position. That's all. Now that she had overstepped her boundary in a major interview, now they got people digging to look at what they're talking about, and they finding out some shit. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, Bill,
you think that's going to stop Bill from?
No, just like do you think like Shannon said, he like to play his wage. So you think that's gonna stop him? No.
I think Shannon knew better and just got cocky and arrogant.
That's all. He got caught up.
Yeah. I think the whole time just Shannon knew better and he just threw caution to the wind, maybe due to ego. I'm about to get you $100 million.
She saw dollar signs.
Yeah, she saw nothing but dollar signs, man.
Not knowing if she just stayed in her lane, he would have gave her that shit.
Yeah. But people aren't as concerned for Shannon. Maybe because Shannon's younger.
But see, again, I mean...
Shannon is about 20 years younger than Belichick.
Exactly, but it's, again, we talking about somebody, how many Super Bowls this man won? Seven? Six, seven? 6 or 7?
Shannon younger than.
Yeah,
hold on. Let me make sure I understand you. So since Shannon is younger than Bill Belichick, wouldn't that be even more egregious because the chick he's messing with is even younger?
No, I'm just saying why is there the disparity and outrage? You giving a 74 you giving a 74-year-old.
I don't understand.
How you giving a 74-year-old pass?
Hugh Hefner did it his whole life. I've seen Hugh Hefner do it his whole life.
How? Oh my
God! I didn't see it.
How you give it?
I didn't see Hugh Hefner do that his whole life.
Okay, but how?
I saw Hugh Hefner do that.
How do we give?
So I'm not giving a pass. This is just what it is. No, it's not.
I'm not giving a pass.
That's what it is. You giving it because he's white and he's old. He got money. No. We gonna give him a pass.
No. It's not because he's old, and it's definitely not because he's white.
It's society.
That's what it is.
It's because he got money.
Okay, this man got money. He's black.
He didn't go about it the right way.
He should have got the 19-year-old white girl a job on his staff.
Bro, think about it.
Okay,
that's what Hugh Hefner did
right there.
He employed all of them.
Again.
Under the umbrella.
I get you on. And the thing.
Bill Belichick, right?
Well, he's basically doing the same thing too now.
Yeah, that's why
he's employing.
Bill was getting everybody money that way.
You're right. So again, outside of him setting it up, the employment way, everybody's doing the same thing. But the outrage is wavering. It seems like on the black man, you better know what you're doing. Don't you make a goddamn mistake. Everything got to be perfect, which that's ridiculous.
That's when the American way.
I don't give a. It's a goddamn. I don't care.
That's the point.
Right, but who keeps that shit going though?
Because you feel
because it's that way.
Because you feel that strongly about that. Everybody else don't have to feel
But you're pandering to it though, don't you think so?
No.
Why? You're telling me it's the American way.
Okay.
You're pandering to it.
You know what the difference is though?
I'm asking the question.
Okay.
I was just asking the question.
No.
You don't consider that.
I'm just. It's the American way, and it's not going to change. Are you going to? Is it going to change because you're up in arms?
Yeah, because if more people,
it's not going to change.
No, hold on. This is what you asked me a question. You're asking me a question. Can I answer? Can I answer?
I'm gonna go to what you told me before. Remember when Slim Thug said, "As long as you got money, a man will never be by himself." Or remember when Slim Thug said that? We were like, cool, like it is what it is.
Right. So you asked the question, right? I'm answer that. You said, can it change? Even if I'm up in arms like that. Yeah, my voice count. And if I'm on a platform to where I can magnify other men or some women that can feel the same way I do, they just don't have the nerve to come out and say it. And here I am amplifying what they're feeling. Yeah, it can change. It can change. I'm an optimistic person. Okay. So I'm not the type of person that believe that whatever somebody say, that's what it means. No, we got a box. We got a parameter. I'll make moves within the rules you give me.
Like everybody's mad at the men. Men always going to try and get. Why is nobody saying they should raise their daughters not to
a little bit,
or just don't take advantage of your elders? Because that's what it sounds like.
Because remember last week what I say? If my daughter
why it can't be
had a 60-year-old guy, I felt that I have failed.
Yeah, like I didn't do something right.
I just completely failed.
And so I asked the challenges. So it's okay. They play for free on the young YNs that ain't got it. that you most likely gonna have to come in financially to help in all sorts of way, or they end up, because it's either that or they get lucky and hit somebody that their age, give or take around their age, that got their shit together. You feel what I'm saying? Or they come across an older gentleman that he's paying to play.
Well, this is my thing. We see, and
That's
this is
the
part I
American
think
way. That's just the way. I can't even say the
No, I'm
American
just
way.
saying. You say
the
no.
experience part. You're saying like she just comes right into money. Like what? No,
I didn't say that.
Work our way up to it. So you're saying she should deal with a guy who doesn't have anything, as opposed to dealing with somebody who's older who has it. No, it's the experience part of it.
I'm gonna ask you this question: Are you not teaching your daughter to watch out for them knuckleheads?
I teach my daughter to stand on her own. You don't need nobody. I teach my daughter to provide for yourself, because that's where guys think they get the upper hand, is because they got to provide for you.
So when it comes,
that's why these women get in these situations, because these gentlemen are therefore providing for them. And so, like you say, if I'm providing for you, then these are my rules that we're going by.
Gotcha.
So I teach my daughter, baby, if you provide for yourself, can't no man dictate to you how things go. You dictate or you just leave. So I'm going to tell her to definitely go after, but I can't make the decision for you if you choose another.
no, we understand.
That's your
we
choice.
understand that. But I'm just saying, the reason why I'm saying is because I'm being 100. I'm telling my daughter, you watch out for that knucklehead there, because he ain't got no money, and if something goes wrong, he can't help you. I'm gonna be the one. And if you don't want to hear my mouth, you feel what I'm saying? You need to avoid that at all costs.
When you talk of like guys, like when 18 to 25, what do you expect a guy 18 to 25 to have or be dabbling in? How much income do you think an 18 to 25-year-old guy is going to be pulling in?
Well, no, I'm not expecting that he's pulling in a certain amount. What I'm saying is he have a sense of direction. So
where's
he
going?
has a job. Is he in school? You know what I'm saying? Does he has potential to do something? You feel what I'm saying? If he ain't doing that, you know what I'm saying? Avoid that. You feel what I'm saying?
But I'm just like, don't put yourself in a situation.
Still
like,
got young guys that's 21 still staying at home.
Now I know these dudes. I know some of these chicks are smashing these dudes that don't want to smash them, but it's money involved. So I'm telling my daughter, don't be one of these chicks who put yourself in a situation where you got to smash somebody that you get sick.
Right.
Looking at, but there's a dollar figure on it. You see what I'm saying? Don't give up your morale, because I think I saw a post that said, to be a millionaire, you can't have morals. And in today's society, it's a lot of millionaires being made from
to a degree. Is that post is true?
Poor people want to assume every rich person is immoral and hollow.
That's just people being cold-hearted. They don't understand.
No,
life.
but see, hold on. But see, this is why I say that statement, if you just go with that statement by itself, it's blanket. It's vague. So without adding stipulations to it, if you just go based off the statement alone, there'll be some, in my experience, there would be some type of quote unquote questionable decision making. But if it's going to help you get to the next step, will you do it or not? See,
there's no questionable decision making. It's a bunch
always
of broke people hating. Broke people want to assume rich people are all doing evil shit. Nobody believes people have investments.
I'm not going to say all rich people are doing evil shit, but there's some evil being done by people. Like that goes without question.
There's some evil being done by people who make thousands of dollars.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, so this is like poor people's mindset of, all rich people are doing evil shit. They're hurting children and shit. That's how they get.
See, that's why I said that the wording is subjective, because it's too vague. It's just whatever you.
There's too many ways to make $1 million.
Exactly.
You can invest, make stock, cryptocurrency, build an app. So there's too many ways to make $1 million to sit here and say everybody who got $1 million is evil. That's stupid as hell, man. Poor people just love shitting on the rich, boy. They just feel like because you got a little paper, it makes it okay to talk shit.
Poor people ain't got nothing but time to come up with these ideas.
But the real issue with Bill Belichick that people were concerned with is the fact that people are concerned about his pimp hand. They aren't concerned with Shannon Sharpe because Shannon Sharpe is still talking about choking. Bill Belichick is letting women over talk him and take over interviews. Shannon's pimp hand is fine. It cost him a couple
Like
million.
I said, Bill
Because Tom Brady would never.
Bill is just happy to be there. You said he's 76?
74.
74. He's just happy to be there. He happy to be there with her. And that's that.
Yeah.
That's that. He's happy to be there with her.
And he can afford to be there with her, so he give a damn what y'all think.
Yeah.
Yeah, she don't give a damn if she coming off $8 million worth of properties.